Hey guys, welcome back to the Fake SEO Guru channel. If you're wondering what the fuck is this, my leg, I dislocated my leg like a few days back and I am icing it because I just cannot walk. But that's another story. Let's just ignore this. But today I'm going to talk about something that I have been really keen to talk about because I know a lot of freelancers, digital marketers have this question: how to get clients and how to get paid. Of course, full-time jobs are one of the best stable options, but at the same time, the ones that want to venture into freelancing and want to quit their full-time jobs and get that freedom and flexibility, it's quite hard to actually start. Like, the beginning is the most toughest because you have to build your reputation, you need to build contacts, but where do you exactly get started and what exactly works? I'm going to share all that in this video right here. So subscribe for more such videos because I'm going to share more such takes on my journey and in general about digital marketing and SEO specifically. So I started my digital marketing journey and SEO journey like 5 years back. I started my own digital marketing website, and then I worked in retail, but I was even handling their social media and promotional marketing campaigns. Then I ventured into digital marketing agency, which really opened the gates in terms of the options that I could explore. From the start, I've been always intrigued in freelancing. So within 6 months, I was like, you know what, I have enough knowledge. That's what I thought at that time, to start my own freelancing gigs, because who doesn't love extra side income? Okay, side note, if you want to start freelancing, I would suggest you first get enough experience, get enough knowledge and expertise. Please don't start freelancing if you don't have the required knowledge to actually help a business. I know it's very fancy to freelance and it's very great to earn money and work with these clients, but you cannot sustain them if you don't have the required knowledge to actually help them. And this is what I'm going to share, what happened with my first ever client that I got. Okay, so in terms of my clients, most of my starting clients I got through word of mouth, and I would recommend word of mouth highly because it's one of the most effective ways to actually start off your freelancing journey. That's how I did. I'm going to share all of them. Okay, some of them are embarrassing, but I'll share them. So I just shared on my Instagram story saying, hey guys, I have started freelancing. I have about 6 months experience in SEO and I'm willing to help other businesses out in their SEO. So this person who was following me was my junior in high school, and she mentioned that her uncle needed help with their SEO and they have just started this new business and they needed help, and I'm like, heck yeah, why not? And guys, let me tell you, I'm very shy and embarrassed to say this, but I didn't do a good job, and they knew that, but they were polite enough to sort of not say that, hey, you did a horrible job. I did decently, okay, because to be honest, the way I started working at the start in my SEO journey was very superficial. It was very short-sighted. I wasn't looking at the business as a whole. I wasn't really focused on getting results. I was doing sort of the copy-paste cliche work that was not driving results, and it's no wonder that didn't work out for me. I was so bummed out. I cried so much because I was like, so happy I'm getting like this extra side income and I'm helping this business out, and I thought I was doing pretty good at that time. But actually, now that I see back, I was really not doing a good job, and I am glad actually it didn't work out because it sort of gave me this reflection that I need to really make sure that I increase my experience, because I realize I don't have enough knowledge to actually help this business out and bring results. So businesses, clients will leave you if you don't bring results, if you don't know shit. So at the start, it's great to get a business. If you're great at sales, you can get so many clients immediately, but can you keep them? Can your work prove it? Can your work drive results? If that's a no, then please wait for a while till you actually gain that experience and then start venturing out for freelancing. Otherwise, don't, because this was my journey and my experience. So I would highly recommend, first, please work at an agency, full-time, part-time, whatever. Work at a job, like a cliche corporate job, gain experience from that, and then you can start freelancing once you have adequate knowledge and you're confident enough to actually help and drive results. And then the second client I got was also from word of mouth. I don't should I even mention it, but basically I had a Tinder match that was following me on Instagram and we never went out anything. This person was just like, there are some of these matches that sort of just become friends, they just stay by, you never really meet them in person, but you have such good meme taste that they follow you because you're funny. And that was exactly my situation. I would literally post so many memes and we just became cool friends. And yeah, he was a Tinder match, and he was the one that reached out to me because his friend's aunt needed help with SEO. And you know what, these clients were the longest clients that I've ever had, and I'm so grateful for them, because after my first client's experience where I lost them, where I didn't do a good job, I realized that this client that I get, I have to make sure that I give my best and I ensure that there are results. Of course, there are other clients. I don't want to get to each of them, but I just want to show different strategies that work for me. So the first was word of mouth, that I shared some examples and some mistakes that I made and that you can avoid. The second is on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a gem if you want to actually get good clients. And I would say, if you want to really get clients through LinkedIn, you need to first establish your authority, your credibility in your space, in your niche. I started posting stuff of my SEO journey, my case studies, what I learned, what mistakes I made, and it was more. And even now, I sort of just use LinkedIn to share whatever I know and use it as a place to rant out most of my mistakes or learnings or any other thing that I want to share and find it insightful that someone else might find helpful. So that's how I got another client, but this client is very dodgy, okay? Because this client didn't work out long term, there are some clients that will sort of like, take you by the whim, and like, they will hire you and they'll make you work for whatever their business is. But then this client, I had the experience where this person was not paying me promptly. I had to literally wait for 3-4 months for this person to pay me for the first month. And sometimes you have to make the prudent decision to ensure that if this person is not paying me, you stop working for them. Like, don't wait, or just because of the idea that you have a client, you hold on to the fact that they will pay me later. Some people just don't. Some people are scammers. So make sure you have your documents ready. You need to have a proper contract that by the end of this month, the invoice has to be paid. You need to make a proper invoice. You need to make a proper contract between you and the client, that you have all the terms and conditions. Mention what are your scope of work, what are your payment deadlines, what payment methods you accept, what kind of breaches you have in terms of your work ethics. Like, there are so many things. You can learn that on YouTube, or if you want, I can share that as well. But just make sure that you have a boundary set. You have to have good boundaries, which I learned from this client, that I did not have my boundary set, which is why this person really delayed my payments a lot. And also another thing is that I think female freelancers will relate to this, that not every prospective client that reaches out to you actually wants to reach out to you for work. Some of them just reach out to you because they want to flirt. Okay, that was an interesting rhyme I did there, but it's very true. I don't know if it's just me, but I think other females have also experienced this, where you have to sort of see if the intention of this prospective client is actually genuine, they actually need help for their business, or they just want to waste your time and flirt with you. This client was more focused on taking me out on a date than actually hiring me for his work, and that sort of pissed me off. And that's really heartbreaking, because you get so excited to see, okay, you have this new client, you're so excited to get that extra side income and help their business, but then when their intentions are completely different to what you expected, it's annoying, it's frustrating. But that's just been my experience, and I feel like other female freelancers should keep this in mind, to always pay attention to their body language, to the words that they use, to checking if their actions match their words properly, if it's consistent. And this was just like one learning I had from LinkedIn. But of course, I would say that I got a lot of good opportunities from LinkedIn, and I would highly suggest you to make your mark on LinkedIn. So the third channel is very interesting, and that is none other than YouTube. In my personal YouTube video, I had this amazing client that reached out to me, and I don't want to mention it because due to certain reasons. I'll definitely do it maybe later on. But this client, I literally thought it was a scam, because when this client reached out to me, everyone in the SEO space knows about this client's software. Everyone uses it. So when this person reached out to me, I was like, this has to be a scam. Like, I was not even going to respond. I was like, this is just going to waste my time. So I just sort of thought, you know what, let me give it a chance. Let me just like reply. And then it turned out to be legit. It was just a day in the life I posted as a SEO specialist. And imagine something simple like that can actually help you get results and leads. So I would highly suggest you to even target YouTube. Try to post yourself on YouTube or anything. Just put yourself out there. That's like basically the takeaway from this video. Just put yourself out there. Try to see any other channels you can focus on to actually show your expertise, because you never know what works out. You never know. I'm telling you, because if you're a freelancer, of course your target audience are the businesses. It could be professionals maybe, but like try to get into spaces where they mostly interact with, like conferences, in these special founders event. You never know, like if you might just meet someone that could hire you later on. And I have seen that happen so many times. It's just a simple talk can actually lead you a long way. Please don't fear getting out of your comfort zone. Do that. Like things that really scare you are probably the pathways that will lead you to most results. And at least if you have tried, you will at least not regret it. Like I feel like I would regret my life if I never tried. So at least the fact that I have tried in every other space I can, even though it was cringe, at least I know I did something. So keep that mindset where you just want to make sure you give your best, and you know things will work out for the best. So that's basically it. Oh my god, this video is so long. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I hope you guys found it helpful. And please follow me on LinkedIn and subscribe on this channel. I really sometimes run out of ideas, or maybe I have too much on my plate. I just forget to post something. Not thankfully, but because of this dislocation, I sort of like realize, you know what, I should post something on my YouTube channel. So yeah, share me any ideas you guys have that you want me to talk about in this field, because I would love to share my experience. And if you want to learn about something, I would love to share that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.